Hey, you. Thanks for tapping into the first episode of Untapped Keg Coaching Foundation. Support, structure, framework. We'll work on that. So, this is going to be shorter episodes. I'm going to put these in every few episodes, maybe once a month, maybe more. But what I'm going to lay out here is different ways that we can look into your drinking, but also these can be taken and used in your daily life, which is honestly what I use these for. The first topic, the thing to start on, the thing that really brings you to understand why you want to reach out for coaching, why you want to reach out or make a change or learn about these things, right? Is your beliefs, your belief systems around what you want to change. Now, I offer alcohol free life coaching, but I also look into self discovery, right? And a lot of that starts with your beliefs. What are your beliefs around alcohol? You've tried to quit, you've tried to stop drinking. When you go out and do things, you get drawn into the alcohol. Why do I need a drink to have fun? Why do I need a drink to let loose, to be social? What is it that I'm looking for? What am I going through the day that I'm like, I really, really need a drink right now? And it's not even a want, it's I need a drink. What is it that's pulling at you? If you wanted to cut back on your alcohol and every time you try, you're like, I'm just going to have this one, maybe two, and I'm going to stop. And then that turns into back to where you were a few months ago. Questioning your beliefs around this and where they really come from. Are they your own? Or have they been put there by society? Like that's really where it goes. And what I mean by your beliefs is not you as a person or at a fundamental level. It might seem like it at first, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about asking yourself, why am I wanting this drink? What am I going to get out of it? Do I like the taste of it? Do I think that it turns me into a funny person? Do I think it makes me look better? Does it turn off that part of my brain where I care what other people see? If any of these are true, how does that feel the next morning when you wake up? How does it feel when the effects wear off? How many do you have to get to before you start to allow these to be? And then why do you think that alcohol does this? Why do you think alcohol makes you a more outgoing person? Why do you think it makes you funnier? Why do you think that it makes you more attractive? Is that reality? Is that actually a fact? Or is it because TV shows, movies, commercials, pictures in magazines, people you've seen that you're all of a sudden admire something about them? You don't have to admire them as people, but there's something there that you admire that you want to achieve. Is that because they had alcohol in their hand or you attributed the alcohol there? When I took a step back and I thought about my drinking, I really noticed that all the fun that was being had was around this alcohol that I had to drink it. And eventually it turned into I like the taste of beer, but the feeling of it shutting pieces off inside of me is what I was looking for when I really dug down into it. And my beliefs around alcohol were if I'm not drinking, I'm going to be boring. If I'm not drinking, I'm not going to be attractive. People aren't going to want to hang out with me, be with me romantically, right? But how much of that was truth and how much of that was put on me because of society? If I stop drinking, if I don't drink alcohol anymore, I'm broken. I'm an alcoholic. That is very common to think of when you're thinking about alcohol, when you're thinking about what you do with your relationship with alcohol. There's starting to be a massive change where you don't immediately go to I'm broken or I'm an alcoholic or whatever it is. But your belief surrounding alcohol is more than likely there when you dig deep because of other outside sources that have put that onto you. And so when you start to look at what you really are getting when you drink this, the shame behind the actions the next day when you are clear of mind, the unknowns that you don't remember because you drank so much that you blacked out, or, you know, making decisions that go against who you are as a person. Because I think we've all heard when we drink, that's when the true piece of us comes out. But how can it be the true piece of you if you're shutting pieces of your brain down because that's what alcohol does? Turns them off. How is that the true you? The true you is when you're all there and all present. So when we accept that these beliefs may not be our own, that we can look into where are they really coming from, we can be more open and receptive to making changes. Why do you think alcohol is needed to have fun? Why do you think alcohol is needed for you to talk to people? Why do you think alcohol is needed for you to be desired, wanted, sexy, attractive? Why? And when you can answer these questions, take some time and think about what it is that you really know and what you want going forward. Because before we answered these questions for ourselves, we really didn't have a choice because it's what we believed. But now that we've answered them, now you have a choice. And that choice is empowering. So if you want to learn more, untappedkeg.com, untappedkeg on all social media, and either DM me that you'd like to learn some more about alcohol-free life coaching and self-discovery, or if you go to untappedkeg.com, you can sign up for a free discovery call and look into a free men's group that's monthly where we don't necessarily talk about alcohol. We just talk about life and how we struggle, but we don't have to struggle alone. And the strength that you find with others who are willing to talk about our pain because we're not a burden. All right. Try to be better tomorrow than we were today because if we don't make it, we tried. Have a good one. I love you.